Hey guys, it's Manny V. This is my snow-covered 2019 Corolla Hatchback with 433,000 miles. And you guys are wondering, how did this car get to 400,000 miles? What kind of maintenance has it had? How often were there oil changes? Well, I'm here to show you. Alrighty guys, so here is the paper of all the maintenance that this car has been through, and I wrote it down, did the math, and I broke it down so that way you guys could understand how this car is still alive. Alrighty, so first, one question that I received was, how much oil has it been burning? I haven't noticed anything, anything significant at least. By the time it's time to do the oil change, I look at the dipstick. Looks still pretty clean and clear, maybe just a tiny hint of color. And I haven't had the need to top off the oil. I haven't noticed any type of consumption. So there's that. Miraculously, no oil consumption whatsoever. However, I would like to accurately measure it from now on. So I'll keep you guys updated. Alrighty, now time to talk about the Carfax. So let's go through oil changes first. So from what it seems, according to my calculations, the oil change intervals before my ownership was on average 10,067 miles per oil change, like the gap. You know what I mean. So this guy would, or woman, previous owner, would do an oil change every 10,067 miles average. And some people might say that's a little too far, stretching out the oil change a little bit too much. Some people would say it's fine. And what I think is, it depends. Depends how you use the vehicle. Depends what kind of, you know, like, are you towing heavy with it? Are you drag racing? Is it a lot of stop and go traffic? Or are you just highway cruising for miles at a time without stopping? And from what it seems that the car's fine. It has 435,000 miles so far. So if it's doing all right now, then it's good, right? Once I bought the vehicle, it wanted me to complete this 10,000 mile engine service interval, which is the oil change. And so I did it at 9,072 miles. After that, my car doesn't like me. It's telling me to do my oil change every 5,000 miles instead of 10,000. And I guess I might drive it like a crackhead compared to the previous owner. I might have a heavier foot. I might start a little, accelerate a little quicker. Who knows? But yeah, so now my vehicle wants me to do 5,000 mile oil changes. I guess I'm going to give it 5,000 mile oil changes. So we'll go from there, and we'll see how it does. Alrighty, next is this previous owner every 100,000 miles would replace spark plugs, would drain and fill the engine coolant, would replace the drive belts and serpentine belts every 100,000 miles. And this person did this as preventative maintenance. This person used this vehicle as medical transportation stuff with the vehicle, from what I've heard. So obviously he didn't want this car broken down. So he would do that every 100,000 miles. Thank you for doing that. I'm enjoying that. Now it's brakes. It seems that this person did brakes whenever it was needed. Not necessarily, at a certain interval, but more as when it's needed. Because everybody drives different. Everybody brakes differently. And from what it seems that he replaced front and rear brakes, and I'm assuming when he does his brakes it's pads and rotors. Okay, pads and rotors, front and rear at 170,000 miles, just around there. Rear brakes at 242,000 miles, front brakes at 318,000 miles, Also did the rear calipers and pads at 325,000 miles, and once again the rears at 396,000 miles. Okay, so looking at the brakes, it gave me a huge hint of how this person drives this car. All right, so the first set of brakes that he replaced was at 170,000 miles, and that tells me a lot. It tells me that this person was not driving like a crackhead. It looks like this guy doesn't use his brakes much, you know? For them to be first replaced at 170,000 miles, that is impressive. Tells me a lot. So it tells me that this person drove calmly and carefully. And that gave me a lot of confidence when I seen that Carfax before I bought that vehicle. So that was one huge green flag for me to go buy this vehicle. Let's talk about all the failures, stuff that just managed to break on this car. Okay, failures, okay? This is stuff that just broke or stuff that just went wrong, okay? 243,000 miles. AC condenser replaced with refrigerant recharge, all right? And they also replaced the alternator and the battery. 243,000 miles, 243,000. All right, so at 318,000 miles, the catalytic converter was replaced alongside with the exhaust manifold. I'm assuming it's all one piece, could be separate. I don't know. I didn't replace this exhaust manifold and catalytic converter, but it lasted 318,000 miles. So if you drive like this person, yours might last 318,000 miles. Next, at 325,000 miles, according to the Carfax, it says the axle seal, clutch disc, and the transmission and flywheel was replaced. So it seemed that this was his very first clutch replacement. Well, transmission too, because 300,000 miles with the same clutch. Normally you hear people replacing theirs at around 100,000 miles, a little less, a little more, you know, and that's supposedly good at 100,000 miles. But 300,000 miles is a huge lifespan for, huge amount of miles for you to replace this clutch. So, huge green flag. When I seen that, I was like, okay, this is all highway miles, because your clutch wears out, you know, city driving, lots of heavy traffic. No, this person must have been driving highway all the time with this vehicle. So once again, huge green flag. That when I seen that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go buy this car. And so I bought it. Next failure was at 366,000 miles, heater control valve and coolant. That's what they replaced. All right, so I bought this car of January of 2025. And shortly after I bought it, on 412,000 miles, I bought it at 411,000. 412,000 miles, I had to replace the battery. At 429,000 miles, I replaced the front wheel bearings of the vehicle. And I recorded it, and I'm most likely gonna upload it on YouTube. And if you guys are interested, please let me know, and I will upload it. So yeah, and that's all the failures of that vehicle. Just 6 specific dates of failures. So what made me buy this vehicle is the biggest question that I've been receiving all this time, besides how often were the oil changes done. Why would you buy a car with 400,000 miles? That is insane. I've driven more than 14,000 miles so far since when I bought the vehicle up to now, and it's treated me and my family really, really well. But what made me buy this vehicle was when I seen the transmission replacement, the brakes, and all the documented oil changes and maintenance. But specifically when I seen the transmission and the brakes, I was like, okay, this car was definitely well taken care of. So if I see green flags like this, I will buy it, and I hope that's the same for you guys as well. So yeah, that's the breakdown of the Carfax. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything regarding this, if I missed something that you guys wanted to hear or whatever, please comment it and I will reply or I'll probably make another YouTube video breaking it down. And I'm more than happy to tell you all the information that you guys want to hear about this vehicle. So once again, thank you so very much, guys. Bye. This was Manny from, I forgot my YouTube name. Manny Viara. Toodles. I love you.